How's everybody doing? How are you doing? As you know from my video, the matrix opening. When does the matrix open? Matrix opens when the first fruits leave, and I will go over that right now in this study right now. I'll tell you something. I didn't even know what I was going to do today. I was going to speak on something else, but every day on the Lord's Day, I don't know why, I try to celebrate the Lord's Day today, Friday, and stuff comes to me. And this came to me. This is awesome. So, when does the matrix open? We'll go over this right here.
Saw Moses, behold, the skin of his face shone, and they were afraid to come nigh him. Exodus 34. And the Lord said unto Moses, Hew thee 2 tables of stone like unto the first. And I will write upon these tables the words that were in the first tables which thou breakest. And be ready in the morning, and come up in the morning unto Mount Sinai, and present thyself there to me in the top of the mount. And no man shall come up with thee, neither let any man be seen throughout all the mount. Neither let the flocks nor herds feed before that mount. And he hewed 2 tables of stone like unto the first. And Moses rose up early in the morning, and went up unto Mount Sinai, as the Lord had commanded him, and took in his hand the 2 tables of stone. And the Lord descended in the cloud, and stood with him there, and proclaimed the name of the Lord. And the Lord passed by before him, and proclaimed, the Lord God, merciful and gracious, long-suffering, and abundant in goodness and truth, keeping mercy for thousands, forgiving iniquity, and transgression and sin, and that will by no means clear the guilty, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children, and upon the children's children, unto the 3rd and to the 4th generation. And Moses made haste, and bowed his head toward the earth, and worshipped. And he said, If now I have found grace in thy sight, O Lord, let my Lord, I pray thee, go among us. For it is a stiff-necked people, and pardon our iniquity and our sin, and take us for thine inheritance. And he said, Behold, I make a covenant. Before all thy people I will do marvels, such as have not been done in all the earth, nor in any nation. And all the people among which thou art shall see the work of the Lord. For it is a terrible thing that I will do with thee. Observe thou that which I command thee this day. Behold, I drive out before thee the Amorite, and the Canaanite, and the Hittite, and the Perizzite, and the Hivite, and the Jebusite. Take heed to thyself, lest thou make a covenant with the inhabitants of the land whither thou goest, lest it be for a snare in the midst of thee. And ye shall destroy their altars, break their images, and cut down their groves.
That's what's going to happen now.
For thou shalt worship no other God, for the Lord whose name is a jealous God, lest thou make a covenant with the inhabitants of the land, and they go a-whoring after their gods, and do sacrifice unto their gods, and one call thee, and thou eat of his sacrifice, and thou take of their daughters unto thy sons, and their daughters go a-whoring after their gods, and make thy sons go a-whoring after their gods. Thou shalt make thee no molten gods. The feast of unleavened bread shalt thou keep.
Listen to this right here.
Keep 7 days thou shalt eat unleavened bread, as I commanded thee, in the time of the month Abib.
Time of a month of Abib. That's when the barley's ready. As I've had in my videos in the past, you can go over and look that up.
For in the month Abib thou camest out from Egypt. All that openeth the matrix is...
Did you see that? What he said right there about the matrix? All that opened the matrix is mine. That's when we leave. That's the door. It's the matrix.
Mine. And every firstling among thy cattle,
Mine.
whether ox or sheep, that is male. But the firstling of an ass thou shalt redeem with a lamb. And if thou redeem him not, then shalt thou break his neck. All the firstborn of thy sons thou shalt redeem, and none shall appear before me empty. 6 days thou shalt work, but on the 7th day thou shalt rest. In earing time and in harvest thou shalt rest, and thou shalt observe the feast.
So, that's what God said. He said, in the month of Abib, that's when the barley's ready, as Musha's wife was talking about, Abib, and I will go play that again, the matrix is open. Let's go over Exodus 13, because this is about it.
And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Sanctify unto me all the firstborn, whatsoever openeth the womb among the children of Israel, both of man and of beast, it is mine. And Moses said unto the people, Remember this day in which ye came out from Egypt, out of the house of bondage. For by strength of hand the Lord brought you out from this place. There shall no leavened bread be eaten. This day came ye out in the month Abib. And it shall be, when the Lord shall bring thee into the land of the Canaanites, and the Hittites, and the Amorites, and the Hivites, and the Jebusites, which he sware unto thy fathers to give thee, a land flowing with milk and honey, that thou shalt keep this service in this month. 7 days thou shalt eat unleavened bread, and in the 7th day shall be a feast to the Lord. Unleavened bread shall be eaten 7 days, and there shall no leavened bread be seen with thee, neither shall there be leaven seen with thee in all thy quarters. And thou shalt show thy son in that day, saying, This is done because of that which the Lord did unto me, when I came forth out of Egypt. And it shall be for a sign unto thee upon thine hand, and for a memorial between thine eyes, that the Lord's law may be in thy mouth. For with a strong hand hath the Lord brought thee out of Egypt. Thou shalt therefore keep this ordinance in his season, from year to year.
Season.
And it shall be, when the Lord shall bring thee into the land of the Canaanites, as he sware unto thee, and to thy fathers, and shall give it thee, that thou shalt set apart unto the Lord all that openeth the matrix, and every firstling that cometh of a beast which thou hast, the males shall be the Lord's. And every firstling of an ass thou shalt redeem with a lamb.
Redeem.
And if thou wilt not redeem it, then thou shalt break his neck. And all the firstborn of man among thy children shalt thou redeem.
Redeem.
And it shall be, when thy son asketh thee in time to come, saying, What is this? That thou shalt say unto him, By strength of hand the Lord brought us out from Egypt, from the house of bondage. And it came to pass, when Pharaoh would hardly let us go, that the Lord slew all the firstborn in the land of Egypt, both the firstborn of man and the firstborn of beast. Therefore I sacrifice to the Lord all that openeth the matrix, being males, but all the firstborn of my children I redeem. And shall...
There you go, redeemed. The matrix. The matrix is open on Abib, which is Passover, and that is 4 months early, as I have been saying. And it says right here, you can look into these verses yourself. The matrix is open, and when the matrix is open, that's the door in heaven. That's what it means. When the door in heaven is open, that means the matrix is opened. And when does that happen? It always, these are the verses right here, it always happens on Abib, which is Passover. But, just like I said, this is awesome. Just like I said right here, it won't last another month. It will be ready in the next few weeks. Here's a date. And I wanted to share that. And then I saw this today, and I woke up. When I woke up, like I said, here's the date right here. Here's the date and the time. Of course, everybody knows I sleep during the day a lot, and I work at night, so my hours are all messed up. I'm off until Sunday night. And then I saw this.
For the new year, no, absolutely not. I cannot absolutely see that there would be any need for intercalation, an extra lunar cycle to allow the completion of the barley. I cannot.
So in other words, the barley, they went out in the fields and picked it, and the barley is not another lunar cycle, so it won't last another month. It will be ready in the next few weeks.
See at this point. Now we're not there yet, and I won't tell you that.
Right.
Okay, but I'm saying at this point,
We're looking good.
We're looking like if we do, the barley's going to be on the earth, and we're not going to have any first fruits offering for Passover. That's what we're looking like.
Right, we'd have to save it, that's all.
No, we can't. We're not to delay our first fruits.
See, that's what she's talking about. You can't delay your first fruit. What is she talking about? She's talking about right here. She's talking about the abib, the barley. You can't delay your first fruits. If it's ready, it's ready. I've had videos on this in abib. I'll set up for my second part. Love you all. Yes, this right here, this is what I've been saying, 4 months to harvest right here. This is what's going on right now, which I have said all along, which we'll play this right here. And I have had other videos. You can check this stuff out for yourself.
Of Elohim. However, we do know that the year is to begin with a month which marks a period, and Yahweh makes it known that this is the month of Abib. This is the month wherein the Passover is to be kept. The Holy Word does not record a conjunction or presetting of events, but uses the specific term Abib. This is what we shall now look out for and explore in much more detail. So, what is Abib? It was at the 7th plague in the land of Egypt that scripture records that the barley was smitten because it was Abib. The hail destroyed this crop because it was in a brittle stage, which means it was in a ripened state. At the 10th plague, the Passover was instituted by Elohim. This was in the month of Abib, and this month is to begin the biblical year. Now, the months are ordinarily begun with the sighting of a new moon, and a year will normally consist of 12 months. But the new moon and something referred to as Abib now marks the month that begins the year. First, how do we know that new moons indeed begin the months? From scriptures. For example, Psalm 104.
He made the moon to mark the seasons, the sun knows its time for setting.
And Psalm 81.
Blow the trumpet at the new moon, at the full moon on our feast day.
We can comfortably now begin to gather our information. It was in the new moon month called Abib that the first Passover on earth was held when Israel left Egypt, and that which begins the year. What is Abib? This is the term and the Hebrew root word used in that verse, Abib. It is a condition most exclusively related to the barley crop, which will be the first in the year to grow in the region of Israel. The King James Version translates Abib to mean in the ear or green ears of corn. This is wrong. The crop being Abib does not necessarily mean color. However, if barley is in this stage, it is useless for the harvest. It still contains too much moisture and cannot be ground into flour.
So, let's go over, like I said, so that you understand that. I wanted to go over that. So you can check this out for yourself. Same thing. That's why she was saying that they can't come there empty-handed. That's why when I was showing this calendar right here, this is the sliver of the new moon. That would be the first of the month then. So as I said, this would be the 28th. This right here would be the 28th. Now, any of these days is fine with me, but I just wanted to bring you that to your attention, that the matrix is opened. You can go over these Bible verses right here. The matrix is always opened on Passover, and that's when the first fruits go. That's when God takes his, as I've shown this video, redeemed. Firstborn of my children I redeem. Right here. When are we going to get redeemed? The firstborn of my children I redeem. Jesus was firstborn. Okay? So when are we going to get redeemed? We're going to get redeemed. You can go over all these things. Love you all, and I hope you're all doing well. This excites me, and 144 I got done with this. Yes, I'm a firstborn male. My son is firstborn, and I love you all. And I didn't even know I was going to make this video today, but it's very exciting to me. So yes, we're not waiting to the end of the year. That's craziness. Love you all. Bye.